What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Shock and the Nicest Hedgehog here with a brand new video and a very special announcement for you guys. For those that know, there is this amazing individual named Automatic who runs the Draft League site. He is the creator of this site himself, and he is now hosting a very special World Championship tour where he is inviting the best players on the site to compete. Now, he already has some people that are guaranteed to make the World Championship Tour. We do have the opportunity because we're going to be a part of the second best group in the format, and that being the World Championship, the Qualification Tour. So, therefore, meaning we have an opportunity to face off against the World Elite's best, which is going to be really awesome. Excuse me. To be really awesome. I like the opportunity and the chance we get here. So we do have to face off though in the qualification rounds. So we will still be facing off. We will be facing off against some of the best still. We're not facing off against the best players. We're facing still against some of the best players out there. So we're definitely have to take these games very serious. It is a double elimination round, so we do have two opportunities to make playoffs. So two opportunities to be in here, and I will say that the opportunity that we have here is very, very great. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. First off, thank you to Automatic so much for this great opportunity to give us the chance to fight against some of the best and improve ourselves. Because Otto was actually getting in contact with me to tell me that I had qualified for this and was going to send me a personal DM. So I'm very much excited and looking forward to this. So enough of the rambling. Let's discuss the format. First off, the format will be played on Automatic's personal showdown server that he has. I think he might have talked to the person that runs the sports and all that. So I can't guarantee that for you. Excuse me. I can't guarantee that for you. So I'm just saying. But um, we are basically given a budget, and this was a really interesting. So for the World Championship Tour, it will be a draft format where we will draft Pokemon. However, Otto has decided that the format that we'll be doing here is that we will draft our own team with our point budget, and we will create a team with that. It must be sent to Automatic, and Automatic will approve of the team. He's going to be the only one that's going to see the teams, so he'll be the one pointing the dot. So, and if anyone's going to assume he's going to cheat, try to make an advantage to prep against us, if he really wants to take advantage and prep against how many other teams, let him try to do that. That's going to be near impossible to do so. But, anyways, we're going to look budget of 85 points for this draft to get at least at the bare minimum 8 Pokemon, since 8 Pokemon is the total. And I took a bit of a risk with the strategy. I definitely went pretty much top heavy with 6 Pokemon that can pretty much be my main Pokemon every single week. But I think it's Pokemon that I can definitely make work and definitely do some goodness with. So with the 8 Pokemon I wanted, I had to think to myself, okay, and I did look at the ban list, and surprisingly enough, Dracovish was banned. Which, I mean, if anything, Auto is just showing people that Dracovish is just a broken Pokemon, which Auto is recognizing the power of Dracovish, which makes me happy. It makes me realize that people are gonna finally start realizing how much of a threat Dracovish is and will respect him, since people keep disrespecting him. But anyway, so I decided to go with a very sane strategy that actually should work out for me here. And I'm sorry I'm just rambling so much, guys. I'm trying to get everything kind of covered in basis and stuff like that. But what I decided to do was I went with my sand route. Now, if everyone knows me, I have used sand before, and every time I have used sand, I make playoffs every single time. Sand has won me, well, would have won me 2 championships. Sand, I know, has at least won me 1 championship. So I feel so confident with my sand using abilities that I was wanting to use sand as my team to go through in this route. It's definitely probably a bit of a risk, but especially since I could be facing other sand teams, I could be facing other weather teams potentially. But I think this risk will pay off for us, and I think it's definitely worth it to go for it. So with my first overall statement, I went with Extra Drill. This mod has proved to be a fantastic mod with me. Yes, I have drafted every time with Sand, but there's a reason why it's so goddamn good with Sand. It has gotten me at least 60 plus kills, and I believe it does have a differential of at least between 30 and 40, if not the maximum 40. So this mon has proven that with sand, it's absolutely broken. And this was a Pokemon I think I needed. This gave me a Rapid Spitter. This also gave me a Stealth Rocker. This is a mon I can use outside of sand if I really think there's a matchup, depending on who I have to face in the tournament, that I can make it work with. So I'm overall excited for this, and I really think Excadrill is going to put in a lot of good work for this team, and I think Excadrill is going to be a fantastic mon this time around. With my second pick, I wanted to go with. I actually went with Teller here, my Tapu Lele. Also, Teller is a kind of a pun off of Fortune Teller because it's psychic type for seeing the future and everything. Because it also learns future sight, so that kind of thing. What was the main reason behind Lele? Lele was a Pokemon first off I never have used, so I felt it would have been really good. And plus, it pairs so well with Excadrill. For those who don't know why it pairs so well with Excadrill, Excadrill loses to one main thing, that is priority fighting stab. That one priority based move beats so many teams. It just really whittles down a lot of key aspects to Excadrill. You pick up, and remember, everyone else can draft any other amount of typing, so you need to be careful about that. But overall, what I liked about Lele, it gave me that fighting check that I really need. This like hardcore just stops any fighting types from doing anything, which I think is really really good. I think another main important thing as well is that it just provided me something that stopped that fighting priority. It gives me a really good special wall breaker, which I think is really, really nice. And just overall, a really good mon to use. It does give me access to something that can technically use deep. Wait, does it not get defog anymore? Huh. It doesn't have defog anymore. Well, that's actually surprising. Unless it was one of the few topics that never had defog. It probably was. But anyways, Lele, just a really good special break for the team, and I think it's going to be a really, really good mon for us to use here. And obviously, if I'm going with sand, I had to pick up my sand setter. And I think the best sand setter for me to use, especially if I want a good cheap one, is something I have used before and has definitely done some decently good success for us in the past. And that is Gigalith. Oh, I mean, my bad. Jigalith. There we go. Jigalith here is just super, super good. The sand capabilities are good. It gives me a second Stealth Rocker, which is a Pokemon I can run rocks on every single week, which would be perfectly great with. This is one that's a really good defensive piece. It goes pairs well with a good special defensive piece that Lele can also be. Again, it's just an amazing sand setter, and I just overall think it's a great Pokemon. Just it's a really good Pokemon. I think there's a lot of great capabilities with it, and it's just so great. I'm really looking forward to using Excadrill again. It's been so long since I've used it, so hopefully it does well for us again. And to pair with that, I picked up one more Sand Abuser, even though technically I picked up another one after this one, but it wasn't, the thing. So, but overall, just a really good Pokemon, man, and I haven't used it in so long. We're talking about the last time I ever used this Pokemon. I'm pretty sure was in my LDL. I think it was D Max. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was D Max. Yeah, D Max when I took over a team and I won a championship. So it's been very long. It's since January of like a year or two ago, I would say, maybe 3 years ago, something like that. And I have not used Dragazult, so I'm really excited to have this thing back. What makes it super good is the fact that it runs Hustle, which can definitely be a little bit of a hit or miss. I love Liberty Relationship. But the fact that this thing is also a relatively good special breaker, which is also really good with constant access of Meteor Beam. But what's really cool about Sand Rush is that you can run Mix perfectly well because of the fact that you do get fire coverage for grass types, which are the main switch ins to the Sand Sweeping abilities. Again, also with Extra, you'll get Air Release and X Scissor, which is also really good. But Meteor being said, do not sleep on Special Zolt. Special Zolt puts in so much great work. Physical Zolt can also put in a lot more work as well. So it's just an overall really good playing team. I think my team's really going to provide a little bit of a really good struggle for a lot of teams to deal with. So I think that's really good. And speaking of mons, I haven't used in like God knows how long. We're looking at a Pokemon that I haven't used pretty much since I think my first ever draft league, which was in APM. Like the first league that I actually was able to like complete and do. And that was Mega Beedrill. And I actually got 6 kills with Mega Beedrill in my first ever game. I got a Fellstinger kill because I was that type of guy that ran the max sets, like max HP, max this and that. And for me, it was just amazing to be able to pull that off, first of all. And second of all, Mega Beedrill, I think, is just something that's really, really good. It gives me more of that speed I'm really needed for my team because right now I have an 85, 88, a 95, a 75, and we're only going to have not that much faster speed here. So I needed something that at least had one thing with large elite speed, so that's what I really thought was really important for me there. And Mega Beedrill also gives me Toxic Spikes, gives me Pivoting with U-Turn as well. So it's a really not like a cliche Pokemon. It's not that type of Pokemon that's just going to break and go. It can actually have a lot of versatility to it. And then if there's a chance to set up a sneaky Snorge dance there, I can definitely break really hard with this thing. And this thing can always run Adamant most weeks. This thing can run Jolly if I went out to beat Scarfers. So this Pokemon is just overall a fantastic mon. I'm really looking forward to using it again after so long. Up next, we're grabbing good old Reliable, aka Mandibuzz here. Mandibuzz, I haven't used in quite a while. Mandibuzz, every time I've used it, the first time I used it, I actually loved Mandibuzz. It actually put in some good work for us. I actually picked up some kills. We didn't get to show off any cheeky sets because people kept killing me and not using it right. It just, it was just so annoying. But overall, Mandibuzz is really great. It gives me that reliable defogger I can bring every single week. I do have a Rapid Spinner and Extra, and I did pick up another defogger Rapid Spinner in the next last 2 picks I did. But this can always reliably run defog if I needed to. This thing can run Toxic, Knockoff, Foul Play. Like, it's just a super good Pokemon. There's a lot of versatility. And Mandibuzz is just a wall. And plus, I felt like I was going to face a lot of things that potentially could be like Aegis Slash or Dragapult and stuff like that. And I just needed something that was a really good, reliable Dark type. I also really need something to cover the ground weakness spam that it's going to be on my team. And that's when I ultimately decided to pick up Animals as well because it gave me that ground weakness that I needed coverage with. I needed to kind of have this and that with. So overall, I really am excited for this, and I really cannot wait to use Mandibles again. And hopefully, Mandibles is going to end up being a really good asset for this team. And with the last 2 picks, the last few points I had, only had 6 points left after spending pretty much all my budget on my top 6. I actually picked up Lurantis. Now, Lurantis is a Pokemon that's not really that good, but the one thing that it's got going for it, it's got the ability Contrary. And for a lot of people, Contrary, they think it's not that great, but it does get access to Leaf Storm, which can definitely do a lot of good work for it. It gets access to Superpower, which basically means it gets like an instant bulk up, it gets an instant nasty fly. It has some aspects. It's also got some decent coverage options. It's got coverage for grass types. It's got coverage. It doesn't have any really good rock coverage. If it could have rock coverage, that would be really nice and be able to do with that. So fire types are definitely a big issue for Lurantis, but then we have so many things that check fire types. It's really ridiculous. But again, one of the main things I grabbed Lurantis for was defog. It's not that exactly that fast, but it's got decent defenses all around. It's a decent attacker, so I just overall it just fit the bill for what I wanted to do. So overall, I think Lawrence is going to be really great. And my last Pokemon is Little Mac. Little Mac again gives me a mon that's not really exactly fast. It's basically the same speed tier as that. But one of the main things that got me was Rapid Spin, which was something I was looking for. It also was one of those mons that we do go against Excadrill potentially. I need a mon that can have good priority, and that's where having Mach Punch with Iron Fist is really, really good. It gives you something that's relatively strong, relatively good depth wise. It just overall just a fantastically good Pokemon as well. I have had used Hitmonchan to some success, and I've actually had some good success with Hitmonchan. But I just need a lot more. I don't have the greatest success, but I have some value success with it. And it definitely saved me in a draft league match before. So I have a little bit of specialness with this Pokemon as well. So that is going to be the 8 Pokemon we're going to be using this season. Again, sorry if I was really talking a lot and just not really explaining, getting into stuff a lot of things quicker and stuff like that. I do apologize. I just wanted to kind of make sure we had all the information out there so I don't have to keep rambling about it. So, but yeah, I don't know who we're facing, and probably don't expect this video to be uploaded until 100% confirmation that the one thing is when the tour is starting. Obviously, that's when you'll start knowing when the tour starts when I upload the video. So, I'm looking forward to this. I want to first off thank Automatic again for this gracious opportunity to be a part of the Qualification Tour and having a chance to face off against some really strong opponents and have the opportunity to even face some of the best if I can make it that far. I do have to win the winners brackets tournament in order to get because there's only two tickets that are going to the winners. The winner of the winners bracket and the winner of the losers bracket. So, and there could be potentially a few other tickets that could be awarded out if there is good progress. So we're hoping to at least make it as far as we can of the tournament. Obviously, I'll upload every single game I play. I'll obviously link down any descriptions of my opponents if they have YouTube and stuff like that as well. But just overall, I'm looking forward to this, having some fun, and just gonna enjoy it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.